Yeah, it's Bob from Legend77 here today for episode 7 of Spellbound Schoolgirls. Yes, I am definitely enjoying the series so far. It is easily one of my favorite. I already said that it was one of my favorites from this, and that remains such. Kana and Haruna look just as surprised as I feel. Can you repeat that? Like I said, he has no magic power. He can't use magic at all. Wait. Why? Why are you exposing me now? It takes everything I have. It takes everything I have to try and keep a neutral expression. How do I get out of this? What do I need to say to turn this around? No, if Mai is saying it, I don't think there's a way out. Austin, is this true? Sorry guys, I was just listening and I think my neighbors are arguing or something, and they're being loud enough so where I can hear from the floor up in the house next to them. I consider lying. I consider whipping up some sort of grand story to fool her, but yeah, it's true. I don't see a way to pull that lie off. I find myself glaring at Mai. I don't remember this being in the plan. Mai gives me an apologetic smile. Sorry, this was the smartest move. Really? I'm super curious about how you decided that. The task we're taking on isn't simple, Austin. It's going to be dangerous. Frankly, our lives are on the line. In a situation like that, we can't have a secret like this. Everyone needs to know exactly what each member is capable of. Understanding each other's limits is important. And that's true. A bit of my anger fades. Still, this wasn't the smoothest way to handle it. Do you have any other way this could have been done? I think for a bit. How would someone go about announcing they can't use magic? I see your point. Besides, it's not like we can't trust these two. Kana, who's been simply watching silently until now, nods her head. Don't worry, Austin. I won't tell anyone. I doubt anyone would believe me even if I did. Still, I have a few questions about this. How did you even get into the school? I glance in Mai's direction. She sighs. Fine, I'll explain everything. She gives them a brief summary of everything that has happened until now. By the end of it, Haruna looks completely exhausted. A mistake on this scale could get the school shut down. I've never seen incompetence of this level. Mai nods. It's amazing in a way. Kana seems to be deep in thought about something. Anyway, that's the story of how we picked Austin up. Please don't make it sound like I'm a stray you happen to pick up. With that out of the way, let's get to why we're really here. She retrieves a big map from her desk and puts it in the middle of the table. This is a map of the school. There are several red markings on buildings and classrooms. These are all the locations we've searched in the school. One sec. Organize some stuff. And it should only take a few seconds. Move my blanket. Put the pillow right here. Lie on the pillow with my water bottle next to me. Okay. These are all the locations we've searched in the school. Wow. We've covered a lot of ground. I didn't feel that way all the time. Since we were so thorough, I've managed to narrow things down a bit. The treasure should be in the basement. The entrance to it, anyway. What makes you think that, Mai? Mainly because we've looked everywhere else. Plus, they want to keep it out in the open for any student to wander into, right? I guess. But wait, do you guys even have a basement? Kana, do you remember seeing one in the school's blueprints? Kana's forehead creases as she tries to remember. Not that I can remember. It wouldn't be strange if we had one, but it wasn't on the blueprints. But a secret room or two wouldn't be a surprise for the school either, would it? Oh shit, I missed the text line. Sorry about that, guys. Already back to my old tricks of accidentally missing a text line. It's a theory, but it's the most solid lead we've had in a while. Haruna nods. It isn't a bad theory. How do we find the basement entrance, though? Mai points at me. That's where he comes in, huh? I doubt we're the first ones to look for the treasure. I wouldn't be surprised if there have been plenty of groups doing what we're doing. But we have something they didn't. A student without any magic in them. I see. If they wanted to keep the magic users from finding the treasure, they'd put up a barrier that repels them. That would be the smartest thing. The barrier around the shelf of forbidden magic comes to mind. In that case, I'd be the only one that can get past it. Haruna's eyes widen in surprise. Kana grins happily. That makes sense. You've tested this? We tried it earlier with the Shelf of Forbidden Knowledge. It was a flawless victory. Okay, my question is, was that a Mortal Kombat reference? I mean, I get that this is magic, but there are some magic users in Mortal Kombat. Or, not necessarily magic users, but very mystical creatures. Like the Elder Gods are very mystical. They have pretty magical powers like Raiden, Fujin, Cetrion. If the same type of barrier is hiding the basement entrance, then I'll find it. That's amazing, Austin. The next biggest obstacle is... I frowned slightly. Tracking down the area where the basement would be and getting Austin there. Haruna places a hand on Mai's shoulder. It's progress, Mai. More than we've had in a good while. Right. No need to feel it down, Mai. Thanks, you two. Austin? Yeah? We'll be counting on you going forward. The sincerity of those words weighs on me heavily. It's not like I'm doing anything special. How do I reply to this? I'll do my best. Mai smirks. What an average response. I like to keep expectations at a reasonable level. It's good not to commit to things rashly. Haruna, you get me. Austin? Isn't that called aiming low? I never expected an attack from you, Kana. It wasn't an attack. Mai smiles and then clears her throat to get our attention. Now, for our plan going forward, keep an eye out for any suspicious areas around the school. It sounds vague, but that's the best lead we have. Think about the places like the library. You don't know why, but that place feels off. Find places like that. Understood. I'll do my best. Gotcha. Alright then, let's wrap up here for today. Good luck, everyone. We disband with a cheer and go our separate ways. As the afternoon sky grows darker, I arrive at my room. Tired. With a groan, I flop onto my bed and sigh. Less happened today, but I feel even more drained. As I try to shake off the fatigue I feel building up, my phone rings. The sound surprises me. More than the sudden noise, it just feels out of place in a magic school. I raise the phone to my ear and answer. Hello? Yes, Austin. Good evening. I don't even need the other person to tell me their name. Kana's personality just seeps through my phone. Evening, Kana. What's up? Well, a lot of things happened today, so I thought we could talk. Oh, yeah, I don't mind. Great. My room number is... Wait, you meant in person? Eh? Yeah. Is that bad? It isn't bad exactly, but the idea of sneaking into the girls' dorms at night gives me mixed feelings. We're just talking though, right? Am I thinking too deeply about this? Never mind, everything's fine. Kana proceeds to tell me her room number and then the call ends. I sit down on the edge of the bed and try to calm myself down. Don't be worried about this, you're just going to talk. If anyone catches you, Kana will defend you. There's no risk here. I nod to myself, convinced of this logic and begin my mission. Surprisingly, there isn't a whole lot of security to pass by. I wasn't expecting pressure plate traps or lasers, but I did expect some challenge. With a somehow empty feeling, I softly knock on the door. A minute or two later, Connor's head pops out of the slightly open door. You made it. I mean, it wasn't that hard. Is the security of this place okay? Connor nods while she lets me inside. The teachers patrol this floor all the time. I didn't see them because, oh, I waited until they were changing shifts. It would be dangerous for you otherwise. Oh, nice. Good thinking, Kana. She nods and sits down on her bed. I take a seat at the small table on the floor. A heavy silence fills the room. I had a lot I planned to say, but my head's blank right now. Kana fidgets with her hands. She looks like she has something to say, but keeps changing her mind. As cute as it is to watch, we won't get anywhere at this rate. Sorry, Kana. Huh? For lying. All the lies I told her suddenly weigh heavily on my heart. I can't help but look away from her. I wanted to tell you, but... yeah, things were complicated. I hear movement, and she's suddenly sitting directly in front of me. It's fine. Kana? I understand. It wasn't easy for you either, right? It's okay. No one's mad at you. One sec, I'm scratching my leg. Right. The weight on my chest eases up a bit. Thanks, Kana. You know, I was worried when I heard a new student was coming to our class. Why? Kana scratches her cheeks shyly. Well, I'm not very good at talking to people. I knew you'd end up sitting next to me, and I panicked. Oh, wait, then why did you end up talking to me first? I wasn't planning on starting a conversation myself. If she hadn't said anything to me, we wouldn't be friends right now. Well, Haruna encouraged me. That does sound like something she would do. She said it'd be a shame if I spent another year as a loner. Those weren't her exact words, were they? Yes. Haruna, please be gentler. Either way, I guess I should thank her at some point. I'm glad you worked up the courage to talk to me. Me too. We chat for a bit more about aimless things before the topic of the treasure hunting comes up. I'll say it again, please don't put too much faith in me. But you're immune to magic berries, aren't you? That's amazing. No. I'm immune to berries that target magic users, that's all. But that's still amazing. I'll take the compliment, but I'm not convinced. I'm just happy we've made some progress. Aren't you excited to hunt for treasure? Aren't you excited to hunt for treasure together? I'm going to say my premium choice, because this isn't an APK where I have unlimited premium choices like the Soccer Scramble one was. I'm more than being excited, I'm worried about the dangers. The dangers? Pressure plate traps, giant rolling boulders, pit traps. I feel like it wouldn't be a treasure hunt if these things didn't pop up. I guess I'm just worrying about them in advance. Kana looks up at the ceiling and thinks, I don't think there will be any problems. How come? Well, if it's a trap, Haruna can dismantle it. If it's a pit, Mike can float us across. And if it's a giant boulder, I can just blow it up. I seem to have forgotten I'm working with geniuses. I don't know why I was worried. Thanks, Kana. Happy to help. Still, yeah, I guess I wish I could do more for you guys. What do you mean? I can't use magic, so it feels like I'll just spend time being dead weight. If I had half the skills you or Haruna have, well, I'm not very... If you're about to deny your talent, I'll write an essay about why you're wrong. I'll even hand it in to I. That's harassment. Harassment for a good cause. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, that's not even harassment, though. Harassment would be multiple. One instance of writing an essay about someone, especially if it's in a positive manner, about why them saying something negative about themselves and why that negative thing isn't true. That's not harassment. I grin at her bashful expression. There we go. A dark smile spreads across Kana's face. For that, I'll make sure to keep you safe when we go after the treasure. Oh, thanks. Like a knight and princess, I'll keep you safe. I think I know already, but the princess in this scenario, it's you. I knew it. After joking around a bit more, I figured it's about time to leave. This was nice. See you tomorrow, Austin. See you. A second before closing the door, she sticks her head out again. Be careful not to get caught. The patrols have started again. Do you really think I'd be that clumsy? A few seconds of sneaking later, I realized that yes, I am that clumsy. In the hallway of the girls' dorm, Haruna stares at me with mild surprise. Austin, I didn't think I'd run into you here. She's calm, but I can't help feeling like I've been cornered by a wild beast. What do I do? Explain the situation. Honestly, honesty is the only safe route here. I know what this looks like, but I can explain. Explain what? Why I'm here? Oh, I know that already. What? Kana already let me know that she's going to call you over. What? And you're fine with that? Why wouldn't I be? I know nothing weird happened. Kana's too shy, and you seem like a good person according to Mai. I've never been more grateful that Mai trusts me then. I very narrowly avoided death. Haruna shrugs. Mai's input helps a lot, but I trust you a fair bit myself. Oh, thank you. I glance around. The fear of being seen here by someone other than Haruna suddenly makes me anxious. Anyway, I should probably get going. I don't think your or Mai's trust will mean much. I don't think your or Mai's trust will mean much to anyone else. Then we should move to the ground floor. We? Yes, I want to talk to you as well. Right. I'm not mad at you. I know. We arrive on the deserted floor and I immediately relax. With the ground floor being a neutral zone, I don't need to be as wary. Still, are you sure it's a good idea for us to be seen together this light? A weird rumor might start floating around. Do I look like I'm worried about rumors? Gossip about me spreads all the time. Life of a celebrity is rough, huh? Haruna sighs heavily. I don't recall asking for this kind of popularity. Bear with it. So, what did you want to talk about? Well, it's about Mai. It sounds like it's going to be a heavy topic. It's nothing like that. I just want to make sure you understand how much this means to Mai. She's driven like that. Once she decides on something, she puts everything into it. And you're right there to support her. She smiles. That's how it's always been. So, I'm counting on you to help me make your dreams come true. Can you do that? I consider her words. She likely isn't looking for some half-baked answer, but I'll do what I can. I promise you that much. Anyone else would have said they'd definitely grant a dream. I figured you'd prefer honesty. Sighing, she nods. True. Thanks, Austin. That's a relief. What? You're staring. Oh, sorry. It's just, you're a pretty amazing friend. Oh, thank you. She abruptly looks away and then starts to move towards the stairs. Anyway, thanks for your time. See you tomorrow. Yeah, have a good night. The moment she disappears upstairs, I can't help but let out a sigh of relief. It's just one thing after another. Things are going to calm down eventually, right? And I hear you had 2 romantic rendezvous. Wait, no. Rendezvous. Okay, one sec. And I heard you had 2 romantic rendezvous last night. How was that? The next day, Mike greets me with that question in the committee room. Haruna told you? Haruna tells me everything, obviously. I groan and sink deeper into my seat across from her. There's nothing romantic. I met with Kana. in the dead of night. It was like 7, okay? It wasn't that late. Anyway, I met with her. We talked. I met Haruna afterwards. We talked. There's no romance. Sure, let's say that. Hey. Oh, here's the wand from today's magic class. It's practical magic today, right? Don't die. Thanks. Despite having plenty of complaints, I received the wand. My smiles and goes returns her focus on the big map in front of her. Okay, it should just say returns and not goes returns. Gotta take a screenshot of that. Okay, it's still recording. It's covered in small notes and symbols. Isn't that the map of the school from yesterday? Have you been looking for the basement all night? Not really, just in between some student committee work. Oh wait, don't you have homework on top of all this? Maya yawns and stretches her arms up above her head. Already done. Are you a genius? Maya laughs softly. Hardly. I just have very reliable teammates. Kana helped me with the map, and Haruna took a chunk of the committee work. I glance at the stack of documents piled up on the long table. And those? Those are... right. Just some requests from all the after-school clubs. I need to sort them at some point. All the sports clubs together and all that. I see. Gotcha. One second, I'm gonna take a drink of water. Glancing at my watch, I notice I still have some time before the next class. I get up and move over to the documents. As I sit down and start reading them, Maya stares at me. What are you doing? I'm helping, obviously. They just need to be sorted into categories, right? Easy enough. You don't have to do that. I was gonna get to it. I have the time. Don't worry about it. You won't get anything out of being this nice to me, you know. I'm stingy like that. Right. I'm not after anything. I glance at her and catch the side of her smile. Fine, do whatever you want, you weirdo. I plan to. The sorting is easy enough, and I end up running mildly late for class. Dashing through the halls, I spot Haruna and a group of students around the corner. I immediately hide behind the corner. A moment later, a thought occurs to me. Why did I do that? There's no reason to hide. Walking through the halls isn't a crime. Just then, I hear voices being raised. I'm too far to hear what they're saying. Still, from the way the students around Haruna are glaring, it seems like a fight. One student in particular looks like she's ready to punch Haruna. That one is Leela. It's happening again, huh? Within a few days, it's already become clear to me that Leela is a troublemaker. Naturally, she clashes with Haruna often. Okay. Eventually, Leela turns around and storms off with her friends. I quickly stay out of sight as she moves past. No reason to get in the way of all that rage. Peace is best. From the look on Leela's face, though, I have a feeling this isn't over. The smirk on some of her friends' faces makes this feeling worse. It wouldn't be strange if they got back at her somehow. Witches are scary, after all. When Leela is far enough away from me, I sprint towards the sports field for class. Austin, you're late. I barely have enough breath in me to respond. Too much work. Help. Maya was taking on too much. Thanks for helping her. You understood that? I look around for Kana while I catch my breath. Huh? Is that Kana? A bit away, Kana talks with another classmate. There are times when she looks anxious, but she seems to be managing chatting well. We're working in pairs. The pairs were decided via lottery. Oh, that's good for Connor. Really pushes her out of her comfort zone. I agree. I think this will be a good chance for her. A moment passes. By the way, Your partner is me. I see. Disappointed? I feel the chill of a sharp. I feel the chi- I feel the cheer. I feel the chill of sharp glares prodding at me from somewhere. No, I just don't think your fans will appreciate this. I'll be honest. I can't bring myself to care about them much. My day would have been ruined if my partner was anyone besides Irakana. You're helping me out just by being you. Does that make you feel better? If I say no, will you be offended? Haruna lets out a small laugh. You're delightfully honest, Austin. It's a nice change of pace. Happy to help. The teacher for this class explains that we'll be working together to attack floating targets. As I take out my wand to get a feel for casting magic, Haruna pulls me aside. Austin, no offense. I think offense is spelled wrong here. Yeah, I think offense is spelled with an S instead of a C. But I'll need you to not hold me back here, huh? The broom incident was embarrassing. I need to make up for it. Oh, I get it. Fair enough. So, how confident are you with the wand? I hold up the wand. I know that I hold this part. I point at the thick part of the wand. And I know the magic comes out of here. I point at the narrow tip. That's about it. Haruna covers her face with her hands. So you have no idea what you're doing. Essentially, listen carefully, okay? I'll teach you the basics. The next few minutes of an explanation are easy to understand. The magic lectures make the concepts sink in much faster. As Haruna carefully takes me through the steps, I spot Leela on my left. She casts a few hateful glares at Haruna while shooting down her targets. The bad feeling I had earlier comes back again. Should I warn Haruna about Leela? Look, I'm saving my rubies for a choice later. If I end up not making that choice, then that's on me. I don't really have any proof of anything. One saying something just worry her. Austin, are you listening? Yeah, sorry. Alright then, so for this spell, hiccups aside, Haruna manages to teach me enough to make my act believable. When it's our turn to attack the targets, we flawlessly destroy them in record time. With Haruna's quick spells and my enchanted wand, it's basically cheating. Naturally, I end up getting carried away and fire a far bigger spell than necessary. This makes us stand out even more. Haruna soon tugs on my arm and pulls me aside again. Oh, 1 sec. Got a backlog because I accidentally skipped a line. I have a message from Mai. What? How? She's still in the committee room, isn't she? Mai's very good at short-range telepathy. Oh, I see. Is that normal? She says, if you keep drawing attention to yourself, I'll have to take drastic measures. What do drastic measures mean? I'm not sure, but I strongly suggest you don't try to find out. How did she even see me? Haruna thinks for a bit. Well, you see, Maya's amazing. So you don't know either. I understand. Either way, I make a serious effort to show off lesson. This doesn't stop people from coming over to shower me with praise, though. Haruna seemed to sense this would happen and disappeared beforehand. You could have taken me with you. Eventually, the crowd loses interest in me when someone spots Haruna hiding nearby. In the peace that follows, I'm able to take a breather. That's the hell Haruna lives in through daily. That's the hell Haruna lives through daily? I'd rather die. The moment my thoughts are clear, I suddenly remember I need to retrieve my wand. Wands are awkward to carry, so most people put them near the teacher. Huh? It isn't here. I spotted a little bit away. The teacher wasn't there. Okay. I spot him a little bit away, advising a student. Right. I'm so used to that I forget teachers normally do that. My sense of normal is getting warped. I look over the wands, then I do it again and again. I carefully examined every wand there, but the result is the same. My wand is gone. And here's the end of that the chapter. Anyways, guys, it's been Teflosion787 with episode 7 of Spellbound Schoolgirls, and I'm out of the house. Bye.